Hello, Liza. How do you do?
Look at that. I hope you can see that. Literally a perfect stick, throwing it through the ground. It's awesome. I love the balance on these little knives.
It's been a long time since you heard from me. I'm still kicking around here in Tennessee.
Hey guys, Ron Lyons here, the Tactical Redneck. And yes, it's another Saturday out in the barn, living up to my redneck name. Got a bunch of pigs behind me, I got ducks in the middle, I got goats down there, horses right outside the door, and who knows what else is roaming around here. What I wanted to do was kind of go over this little knife that I covered some time back. This is a little Kershaw knife. It was a little holiday knife, and this is the actual one that I did the review on. And it's probably hard to tell, but this thing has absolutely been through the ringer. And I always like to follow up if I can, especially when something has changed from my original video. Now, this was offered as a special 2-knife set through Tractor Supply. And I'll have to say, as much as I really liked this little knife, I like the feel, I like the size, I like everything about it, I could not get a sharp edge on this knife to save my life. I sharpened it and sharpened it and sharpened it and simply couldn't get it to do what it was supposed to do, or at least what I wanted it to do. And so I carried it, and I promised that I would follow up, and I have. Somewhere along the last couple of months, I lost the pocket clip, the screws backed out of that, and I finally just kind of gave up on this little guy. It wasn't sharp, it wouldn't get an edge, it wouldn't hold an edge. It's still very solid, opens great, it's balanced, it feels wonderful. It's an excellent little knife in most respects. But if you can't get a good sharp edge on a knife, and if things like the little pocket clip just falls off, then you kind of get to where you're like, all right, that's not the best deal ever. But here's the thing. I had the second one still in the package, and this is the second one. It's an exact copy of the first one, but here's the thing. This one is very different. It opens the same, it feels the same. It's absolutely amazing in every way as far as balance, feel, the assembly, all of those things are very, very good. But guess what? This one actually has an incredible edge on it. This thing feels completely different than this one, even though they were in the same package together. I don't understand that, Kershaw. Maybe you know why. I assume that every once in a while something happens in the production process that's gonna give you something a little less than the high standard you would hope for. And I'm willing to have grace for that because I've never had anything but great Kershaw knives. And even when this one wasn't, performing at its best, it was still good value for the money. Now I've been using this one for some time, the partner to the one that I had started with. And guess what? Pocket clip has stayed on. The blade is so sharp that I haven't had to sharpen it at all. I've only had one tiny little mishap with this thing, and that happens to be right there. And what I did was I had this open, I was cutting a zip tie, and it went through it so fast, my natural reaction was to jerk back. And when I did, the knife went through the skin on the back of this knuckle right here on my ring finger, came out the other side, and actually went into my pinky. So I got 3 nice little cuts all out of this one little knife. All my fault, very, very sharp knife. And there's a hidden advantage right there. A dull knife is something that's gonna hurt you. And a sharp knife is going to be better. But when it's sharp and you're used to not having sharp, it's a little brother knife that I had used first. I had gotten so used to having to put pressure on stuff because that edge just wouldn't hold, that when it went through that zip tie, I was shocked. I was so surprised. I naturally pulled back, and when I did, that's whenever I bladed myself right through the hand. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna carry this around with me as I do my chores around the ranch and kind of show you how this does, like a little update on this little Kershaw knife. So let's go check out the ranch Let's get some things done. See how the little knife holds up.
Aeroplane shooting across the sky can surely take your body to a new place for a while. But some things stay no matter where you go. Do you still love me, Liza, baby?
Okay, I don't know if you remember how the original little Kershaw out of the package cut through hay string, but this little knife didn't do too good. I couldn't get an edge on it sharp enough to really do super well. So we're gonna see how its little brother in the package here, the one that I've just more recently started using, we're gonna see how it does trying to cut the same hay string, but without having been sharpened at all. So let's see how this does. Okay, that is considerably different, way, way better. The edge on this is far superior to the edge on the same knife out of the same package. All right, let's see if I'd be able to take a small stick in this Kershaw and make tinder with it. I'm trying to start a fire, or let's say for some particular reason I needed to sharpen a stick. Just want to be sure that you've got a really good edge on your knife, and this would absolutely do the trick. This is fantastic. Zero problems with that. Really, really nice, guys. Now, oddly enough, one of the really interesting things that I've discovered about these little Kershaw holiday pocket knives that were for sale at Tractor Supply is that they're so balanced that I can generally throw them through the air. Yes, when you're bored on the ranch, you do things like this. I can generally throw it through the air and it almost always comes down and sticks point first. Now, not every single time. And certainly I was getting pretty good at it for a minute there. I haven't tried it in a while, but we're gonna try that with this one and see exactly how it does. See if I can throw it through the air and get it to land blade down in the ground. Let's just see how it does. Look at that. I hope you can see that. Literally a perfect stick throwing it through the ground. It's awesome. I love the balance on these little knives. All right, guys, let's wrap up this video on the little Kershaw knife, the little special production version they did for Tractor Supply Company. They did it in a 2-pack. You got 2 of these in the package. They were meant like a gift set or something like that. And, you know, I didn't have the highest of hopes other than the fact that it was a Kershaw. And I've always had a really, really good relationship with Kershaw products. They've always performed well and I've always enjoyed them. But the first one out of the package, it just did not live up to my highest expectations. I couldn't get a good edge on it. It just didn't do that well. And then, as you know, the little pocket clip ended up falling off of it. So I was a little disappointed in that. The good news is there was a second one in the package. And here a little while back, I happened to pull that one out of the package and expected the same from it. Expected it not to be that sharp. I figured that the pocket clip would be falling off at some point, but I have been completely surprised by this. The pocket clip stayed on. The blade is as sharp as you could ever possibly want one out of the package. This has never seen a sharpener, and let me tell you, it does not at all disappoint. It's been absolutely fantastic, other than the fact that I ran it through this finger and into my pinky, but that's all on me. That's my doing. So you know what? I like it. I like the little knives. I think I just got the raw luck of getting one that for some reason, something failed in the production process. And like I said, Still, for the price point, who's going to complain? It's still a good deal no matter what. So we're going to go back and we'll get more Kershaw products and we will test all of them. What you can do for us, if you like this kind of content, if this is entertaining and has some sort of value for you, is like the video, and by all means, leave some sort of a comment down below. I don't care if it's just a smiley face, something, anything. It helps us with the algorithm. A lot of time and effort goes into the production of these videos. We're not experts. We're just doing the best we can, trying to bring something to you for free. So if you'll do that, and if you want to check out the website, it's tacticalredneck.com. There's a whole story there about how we got canceled by cancel culture and how we are on our rebound right now. We're on a mission to come back, and you can be a part of that simply by visiting tacticalredneck.com, checking out our story and seeing where you can fit into the mix. I'd love to have you as part of the family. Anyways, guys, until our next video, stay safe out there, and God bless.
A new place for a while, but some things stay no matter where you go. Do you still love me, lies